The rich, illustrious history of Lucha Libre is filled with legends like
#JusticeForchad. And before we get into who is under the mask of Americano, I just want to say I'm very happy for Grande Americano. A living legend gets to return and gets instantly placed on the Wrestlemania card. Great for him. However, I do feel it's a little unfair that Chad Gable, who's been putting in the work, is now missing Wrestlemania 2. Count him 2 years, 2 years in a row, and that just sucks. Like, what are we gonna let Grande Americano get a U.S. title shot now? He gets a singles belt before Chad Gable does that? Like, come on, Chad. The dude's a workhorse, and oh man. But you know what? Would it suck if you won this championship before Chad Gable? This is a replica, not a toy, and I am giving it away. For real, on this channel, I give away belts every 10,000 subscribers, and I want to talk about the contest real quick before we get into who's under Grande's mask. I will give away this belt at 20,000 subscribers. How do you enter? All you got to do is comment below. Comment below who you think Grande Americano is, maybe, but comment below anything you want, and then subscribe to the channel and hit the bell, ding, 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 notification, and a thumbs up would be nice and kind because it would help the engagement of the video, thus pushing the video further out there and more subscribers, getting us to 20,000 quicker, trying to quit the day job. So help me out. All you gotta do, it's like 3 buttons and a comment. Can you do it for a U.S. Championship belt? All right, so now let's investigate who is under the mask of Grande Americano, and let's get the let's address the elephant in the room. A lot of people say that you don't have to go too far to figure out who's under the mask. They say that there is a member of American Made that is masquerading as Grande Americano. And I want to address it head first. Under no circumstance, in my heart of hearts, do I believe that Grande Americano is Brutus. No way, no how. I don't know why people are saying that it could be a member of American Made. They had a 6-man tag. I saw Brutus and Grande Americano. I saw those two on the screen together, so there's just no way it's possible that Brutus can be Grande Americano. So no more talk about anybody in American Made as the Luchador. So now let's go to other suspects. First off, well, Grande Americano is kind of a comedic character. So, I mean, he's great in the ring. And he's kind of comedic. Who does that sound like? That's right. What if under the mask is none other than R-Truth? Now, I'm not saying that it is R-Truth, but I'm putting it out there because of how good both of them are in the ring and how humorous, how funny that they are. Like, it's just, you can't deny it. It's definitely worth a look. And yeah, that's like very, very plausible. And yeah, totally. So that's that theory right there. So that's one possibility. Next up, it could be Chelsea Green. You're like, Chelsea Green, what? Yeah, Chelsea Green has come out before as a luchador.
Are you kidding me? Oh my goodness.
Clash at the Castle. While it was a great disguise, I am 99% sure that under that mask in this footage is Chelsea Green. So what if Chelsea Green has now just traded this luchador, or this was the prototype of her luchador character, and has now become American Made's Grande Americano? I don't think that's the case, though, because whether she's under a mask or not, WWE does not typically do intergender wrestling, so I'm just thinking that no, it's not Chelsea Green. However, there was another WWE superstar who has donned a mask before, and that is John Cena.
Sí, cabrón! Fiesta! Lucha! Lucha! Lucha!
who went under the name of Juan Cena. If you want to know the whole history of Juan Cena, I'll put a video card up there, a link up there. I explained how John Cena became Juan Cena for a very short period of time in the WWE and has returned and actually isn't even in a video game, you know? So, but how? How is this possible? Why would Juan Cena become American-made Grande Americano? And that's because, what if? Hear me out. John Cena has turned heel, right? He has flipped and turned heel, and he's like, I hate everybody, especially 10-year-old kids.
I love you! Everybody, including that one kid right there, is a toxic, dysfunctional relationship.
But what if we have a two-face situation, a Batman's Rogue Gallery two-face situation here, where John Cena, like, he still actually does love the kids, and he is, like, split. His personality has split. He might not even know that he's Grande Americano when he's doing all these evil things to Cody and telling the fans that he hates them. But secretly, he has another side of his personality that is just in love with all the fans still. Just throwing it out there. Okay, and another thing I want to address is this. So the official story is that Grande Americano is the original Grande Americano.
Now, the legend has returned.
But what if it's kind of like a Penta situation? Because if you don't know, then you need to go watch my Who is Penta video. Again, I'll put that in the comment or the link up there above, where it explains actually 3 Pentas before him, Pentagons. Actually, this Penta is a Pentagon Jr., and he comes from the lineage of Pentagon. Maybe this is not the original Grande Americana, but it is like somebody who has taken on the mantle. So the legacy, it's the same legacy, but a different person under the mask. Or it could be the original.
El Grande Americano.
So I am going to leave open the possibility that it is actually the original. That said, what if the person he passed the mantle down to is somebody who is from WWE's past? The first one I want to throw out there is Jack Swagger. Jack Swagger was the All-American American.
American.
He was very athletic, but just like no personality. And so put a mask on him, allow his ring work to do the talking, and that would be good. That would be a great way to bring in back Jack Swagger. Or what if it's Santino Marella?
You people have shown me nothing but misrespect.
He's a very much a comedy character, and the reason why I think it could be him is because when you look at Grande Americano, when he walks out, he does these things with his legs that Santino would do with his legs. So maybe I'm going to say no that though, because I think Santino is just in ring. He's done. And then also, what about Kurt Angle? It would be an awesome Grande Americano. Kurt Angle would just be like the picture perfect guy. And he even, if you look at the body type of peak Kurt Angle and Grande, they're kind of similar. They're very similar. And Kurt Angle has donned a mask before in order to wrestle. So for an Angle, Kurt Angle! So, like, there's history. There's precedence with Kurt Angle doing it. But, again, Kurt has said that he's not going to be a full-time wrestler anytime soon. He's pretty much done. So, I'm thinking that whoever is under the mask is a current WWE star on the roster, not someone from the past, unfortunately. And I got two more theories. It's a toss-up right now between Dominic Mysterio Jr. and Omos. was he was like not being used on WWE TV, so he actually went to Noah in Japan, and during the Royal Rumble season, they called Omos back, but Omos didn't wrestle in the Royal Rumble, so he's just been like, he was called back from Japan to get back into the WWE just for them not to use him. But who kind of started appearing soon after Rumble, Elimination Chamber, all that good stuff? Grande Americano. What if it's Omos that's under the mask? And then what if Dominic Mysterio?
An intelligent man with a mustache to match.
Because Dominic Mysterio is like, he's the guy that sent Chad Gable on his quest to begin with.
No guy who can help you out.
Oh.
Chad Gable goes to Mexico to find out, and then we see a package. It's like, we never find out what's in the package. Probably just like some really good food or something. I don't know. What if Dominic Mysterio was just kind of like, he has this whole secret identity because, you know, Dominic gets booed all the time.
I can't.
What if Dominic no longer wanted to be booed and just cheered as an American hero? So Dominic does double duty, so he can still be with his Judgment Day family, but then cheered by the crowd. The crowd has pushed Dominic to have an alternate identity just to experience the life of a hero. Yeah, so it's a toss-up. It's definitely a toss-up between Omos and Dominic. Character-wise, it definitely could be Dominic, but just based on the fact that Omos was called back and he's done nothing, well, maybe he is doing something, but under a mask. But who knows? Who knows who it could be? Let me know in the comments below. I want to figure this out. I want to figure this out before it's ever revealed. And for the record, even though I am justice for Chad, and I want Chad on the card of WrestleMania, I don't think we need to bump Grande Americano. It's like, it's 2 nights. We can have them both. Boys, girls, I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you for putting up with me. and yeah, have a good day.